Hey church, Pastor Dwayne here. I'm just sitting at a very recognizable table and with a very recognizable young man. And we're out here at Eagle Bay Camp, and I just wanted to sit with Ric Cyr, the director of Eagle Bay Camp, and just kind of get his impressions about what's happening, how things are affecting you, and what's new at camp. And so I just invite you to join in the conversation as we carry on. So Rick, what's going on?
Well, it's pretty quiet around here.
Yeah.
It's very quiet. We during this time every other year we'd be running school groups, and we would be, there'd be anywhere from 150 to 160 kids on site, and we'd just be going crazy with staffing and food and everything else, and not doing that. Wow. So yeah, not doing that. So
Wow. So you're not shut down, but you're not going to be running camp at all, period.
well, technically we are shut down.
Okay.
We're under the authority of Interior Health and the provincial government. So until they gave the orders of certain things, we were not allowed to operate.
Okay.
And so in the last couple of weeks, they gave when they came in with their phase 2. They said that we were allowed to do, groups of less than 50, and we were allowed to, and you had, but I mean, the lists of things you had to accomplish and do to have those 50 people were huge. But we've been able to navigate it, and we think we're going to be able to run some type of, family rentals and things like that, and so we're looking at that for July and August.
Awesome. So a lot of kids and staff count on Eagle Bay as part of their spiritual development.
LITs, yeah.
LITs. Have you had any feedback from them on this?
Oh, I've had lots of feedback, and the feedback has been from very positive from parents who were happy they didn't have to make the decision, to sadness and in some cases grief. With campers and LITs and staff members who really wanted to be out here and wanted to be a part of camp and be a part of another year. We heard one comment from somebody who just says, this is the only thing I look forward to in a year. And those are sad comments. When you hear stuff like that, you want so badly for people to be able to experience this, and for some kids this is church. Right. This is their only church that they're allowed to come to or can come to, and so those comments and those situations just sadden me. And then not being able to hang out with staff and LITs, like that to me is one of the highlights of my year.
Right.
Is building into spending time, communicating, challenging, being challenged by those young minds and those young kids. And so that's been tough.
Yeah, mentoring's a big part of what you do, Rick, and it's something I know that you're really passionate about. What is happening around the camp? What are you guys doing? What are your plans for the summer?
Well, in the last month or so, since all the orders have been put in place and stuff, I've been coming out here to help Jeff, because that we couldn't do our men's work beat, so there was a lot of work that kind of didn't get done, and we brought a bunch of guys out that helped us do a couple of major things that were kind of damaged things in the winter.
Yep.
But I spend about 3 or 4 days out here a week and spend time with Jeff. We get to do some fixing stuff. We get to keep the grounds clear. I think we cut down about 17 trees in the last week, and then we brought a bunch of staff out to help clean it all up, and so that was fun. But it's just, there's projects. There's always stuff to do. We've got a list of stuff that could keep us going for the next 2 months, and so there's lots of things we can do. As far as summer goes, we are talking to people. We've had a lot of people phone us from people who want to come and go hunting, but we're not entertaining that one. No, we've got a lot of people who just are having a tough time going camping, and they want to come out and camp. So we're entertaining, kind of bringing families out, and you know, you bring kind of 8 families out, and you know, there's maybe 30 people on site, and we can do the social distancing thing, we can do the food thing, we can do all that stuff in a safe manner, and create spaces, because our facility is big enough to handle, you know, that many people easy.
Yep.
And keep everybody safe and stuff like that. So we're looking at stuff like that, and people, if they are interested, they can get us in contact with us. So we book a week at a time, and then when that week is full, we open up another week.
Okay.
And stuff. So, you know, if people want to come camping with their family and whatever, we'll be looking at that sort of stuff.
Okay. So has that gone live yet, or are you still kind of sorting through that?
We actually communicated that to everybody off on our registration site already.
Okay.
So it's gone out to everybody who's had a kid registered.
Okay.
That if they're interested in a family reunion or some type of event, then they can just call us and we would just give them the idea.
Okay.
But until the second phase actually opened, we weren't allowed to do any rentals. And so second phase opened, I think it was May 19th.
Yeah, something like that.
And then they're talking about different phases opening up in June, and then, you know, whatever that looks like. I don't think we're gonna get beyond 50 people. I don't think that's gonna change.
Yeah.
But having, you know, a few people around and enjoying it and stuff. We're not doing a program.
Yep.
So, you know, it would be camping.
Yep.
But we would possibly, you know, if we could, safely open up our climbing tower, maybe do some zip lining, archery in a safe manner that, you know, allows us to, you know, maintain the social distance,
Yep.
but also do that in a safe way for
Awesome.
families.
So if they wanted to check this out, they just go to your website?
No, they just email me directly.
Okay, so Ric Cyr at eaglebaycamp.com?
Yeah, or they can do office@eaglebaycamp.com,
Okay.
and you know, most of our contact information is right on our website, and yeah, just let us know, because we don't want 6 people one week and 10 people the next week. We'd like to
Yep.
kind of get, you know, say 5 or 6 families together, and if, you know, if people want to do a family reunion of 25, 30 people, then give us a call,
Sure.
because
Awesome.
you know, we would love to have, we still want to have people here, and we still want to
Yeah.
enjoy that,
Yeah.
that aspect, so,
Well, the theme of Eagle Bay Camp, right?
Yeah.
Place where lives are changed.
exactly.
So, if you could say one thing to the church, how can we pray for you? What would you like to say to the church?
Well, I mean, the biggest thing to pray for is to pray for the families that are affected by this. The families, the staff members, the LITs, that has been the biggest grieving for us, is just, you know, people have asked me how I'm doing, and I'm doing okay. You know,
Good.
Shar and I are doing fine. We've enjoyed a little bit more time with our grandkids.
Good.
We've been able to, you know, spend more time with our kids and those types of things. So those are all just kind of fringe benefits, but the ones that we really want to pray for are families and campers and LITs and people that are affected, you know. Because I had one parent say to me, she goes, "This is the last thing I needed to hear."
Wow.
Right? So, you know, when you look at what they've lost, what all these families have lost, and now losing, in some cases, when you have families who need a break from their kids,
Yeah.
you know, or whatever, those are just tough situations, right? So
Yeah.
pray for those types of things.
Awesome. So VAC, just pray for the camp. Some
Yeah.
good projects happening, but also pray for the kids that are impacted, the LITs that are impacted, the staff that are impacted, and just pray that God would somehow continue to build them and to grow them, and looking forward to the future. So that's it for now.
Yeah.
Appreciate your time, Rick.
Yeah, no problem.
And so we'll see you later.
See you, church.